explore why do we achieve goals and what can be holding us back, all right? And it's going to be quite easy to do that. It's going to be quite easy to do that now because I had a week, a difficult week. I haven't been well this week a lot of the time. I haven't been physically well. I've been drained and stomach issues and all sorts of great stuff. And so I basically had one day where, I don't know if you remember, but I said you can start again. And I started again on that day. And I wrote down exactly what I wanted to achieve that day. And I'm going to go through it with you. So we're going to have a look at what is it about us? Why do we achieve our goals? Why don't we achieve our goals? Okay, there's a reason why you don't move forward. And there's a reason why I didn't achieve my goals. What's that flicker background? Oh, this is water. It's water. Okay. Okay. So what I've done is I had written down 8 goals for that day that I wanted to achieve. I don't know if you remember. I came on here and I said, these are the goals I've got. And I set myself a challenge to get myself one more patron. That was this week, yeah. To record Who Am I? And to get another testimonial by the end of the week. And what else? To put an advert on Star Now for encounters. And that was it. Okay, so I'm going to go through it now and explain to you what to achieve and why I feel I achieved it. And there was another few goals there. There was one more testimonial or 2 more testimonials, which I got. I cheated on one of them, and I will explain in a minute what that means. And I didn't record Who Am I? And I'm going to look at why didn't that happen. I got one more Patreon. I did get Vlad's testimonial. I got 3 actually. I got 3 new testimonials. One was cheating. I did actually do everything. I did everything on this list, apart from the fact that I did not record Who Am I? I didn't record it, and that was going to be done for MOTV Jukebox on Thursday. And the reason it never got done is because I was sick. All right? I wasn't well. And the other reason was I couldn't download Audacity, which is the software I was going to use to put my vocals on. And then Luke would fix it up, so I couldn't do that. Hey guys, welcome to Moving on TV and to the coaching. My view account isn't working, so I don't know who's on here or if anyone is on here. But I hope that at some point Carol come on and we can work. But in the meantime, I'll record this anyway. So take this off. I'm going to record this anyway for you to watch again, because it's been an extraordinary week. And I just got another patron. Anthony, who I played his music, just signed up. Anthony Clark. So one more Patreon. Woohoo! That makes it 14, which is really cool. Quality, eh? Quality. So I just got another Patreon. Now, last week we looked at why we don't achieve our goals. And I think the biggest issue that I was having was the comfort zone that I'm able to sink into with Star Now, because I couldn't get the actors from Star Now. Remember? I'm going to see if Kara's coming on today. Going to see if Kara comes on. Hopefully. So the big issue with casting encounters, getting one more person. Kara comes on. Yeah, I'm waiting for Kara to come on because she's supposed to be coming on tonight. Hopefully. So the viewer count isn't working, so I don't know if anyone's on here at all. Right. So the situation with Star Now, remember? And so I decided I was going to look at other options to cast encounters, remember? And so I took a look at Mandy, and I've got another possibility of someone coming on. So, but the best thing that happened this week was me taking back my power. And that was me taking off. Freedom. Getting in the car and traveling away from this house for one night because I just couldn't take anymore. I just didn't want to be here for any longer. So I had a good week. It turned into a much better week than I expected. I was able to see a friend. I was able to hug her and she was able to hug me, and we were able to spend some time together. And that was really important to me. Really, really important. Because I needed that human contact. I needed to spend some time with a fellow human. So I'm going to put the video back on. And we'll see if Kara joins us. Yeah, you see, we've got people on there. I can see there are people on there, but the viewer count isn't working as usual, which is annoying because I have to bounce backwards and forwards to see what's going on here. So we've got 2 people watching, 3 people watching. Yeah, you see, we've got people on there. I can see there are people on there, but the viewer count isn't working as usual, which is annoying because I have to bounce backwards and forwards. Yeah, the view count's not working at all. So yeah. Anyway, I can see there's some people on here, which is brilliant. 3 people watching. Right, feedback. So the best thing that happened this week is I nurtured me. I took time out for me. I jumped in the car and I took my life back because I was becoming a victim. I was starting to get very depressed, and you know, the loneliness was just too much. And so I took time back for me, and it really, really helped me. And the other thing I've been doing this week is, because I want to earn money, is I've been, you know, I set up a new tarot channel. I'm not going to tell you what it is. And I said I was going to do it, and I am. So I'm working on it. I got I got myself a table for my tarot. I've set the camera up so I can record if and when I want to. I've set the camera up. I've got a table for the tarot. I've got somewhere to sit down and eat a meal now and now I've got more space for my laptop. It cost me 50 quid, and Habitat, and they
delivered it overnight, more or less. So this is coaching, guys. This is moving on, moving on, moving on. Yeah. So I got a table and I can do my tarot now. I can do my channel and grow. And I'm not telling you what it is because I don't want the trolls on there until it's really big. So I'm working on that. I'm going to do loads of readings continuously, because I love it. And like everybody else who does it, it's enjoyable, it's fun. And I'm going to be sitting there doing tarot continuously, putting it on my channel. And at some point, I will have enough to monetize and to earn, because they'll put ads on there. Because on Moving on TV, I will not have adverts. I've had someone really kind contact me about Moving on TV called Autumn, and they're helping me. And this is the mission statement they told me to give you, which is really, really powerful. I'm going to read it to you. Sorry, my phone is filthy. Life coaching is about moving forward. I've just got confirmation, yay, that I'm going to be doing I'm not going to tell you with who. I've got an interview coming up with someone amazing. Not Charlie, I've done that 4 times now. With another amazing, with Laurene, W-I-T-H, my spelling. Another amazing spirit. And it's going to be in March, after the inauguration and the Republic and everything. I found out lots of information today, by the way. It's going to be in March, and it's going to be someone we really love. And he's very active in the truth movement. And I want to find out about him. I want to ask him all the questions that anyone has for him about how he woke up. Okay, and that's thanks to my contacts with Charlie that I'm able to tap in. I am trying to get Utsava. I want to do an interview with Utsava. She is the psychic of the awakening. She knows everything. She's been predicting everything, and she's amazing. And so I want to get her on. But I've got an interview with another spelling again. Sorry, I should be capital. I've got an interview with another amazing spirit, and it's going to be in March, and it's going to be with someone we really love, a truther. And I want to ask him all the questions that anyone has for him about how he woke up, because it's a very interesting guy. He's a fascinating guy. I think he was a rock star before this. And I really want to find out, how did he wake up? How did he become the star seed? And I mean, I've been following him for years. Again, I can't tell you too much because you'll guess who it is, and I don't want you to know. All right. So that, because I went back again to his secretary. You have to keep doing that. If you want to get an interview with Charlie, well, I'm lucky I can get an interview just like that, because I've been interviewing him since the beginning now, so there's a lot of loyalty. But if you want to get an interview with someone and you're not getting it, you need to keep going back, be persistent and focus. And that's what I want to talk about today. Is why do we not achieve our goals? Focus and tenacity. Yeah. Focus and tenacity. Right? You need to keep focusing and focusing and focusing, and you never give up on your dream or your passion. But I'm going to read to you what this person told me. Who's this? Oh, this is another one. Thank you. You see, I've just got another email from someone, from Charlie. I get all the contacts. Hi there. I'm telling you, I would like to put him on Messengers of Light. This is another guy that we all love. I've interviewed Brad Yates, as you know. I suppose he was the biggest interview I ever did. I've interviewed Brad Yates and Charlie, of course, and Charlie on there and Charlie on there too. Thank you. There you go. So that's 2 massive interviews for Moving On TV. Now, somebody, as I say, this person that's getting in touch with me, who's helping me from the kindness of their heart, sent me a mission statement. I'm going to tell you what they said I should say about Moving On TV. And I think it's really, really beautiful. It's really, really nice. And basically, this is it. Okay. Moving On TV is an up-and-coming indie entertainment service. We provide quality programming across YouTube, BitChute, and Twitch, Periscope, Facebook. Unlike mainstream media, we care about our viewers and show this by providing amazing online programming that empowers and enriches their lives. We challenge the status quo by valuing trust, privacy, and positive connections above all else. Our programming is ever-changing and evolving to ensure we keep viewers up to date with the latest alternative news, always striving to uncover the truth between the lies. Follow us on Facebook, Moving On TV Facebook, at Moving On TV Twitter, at Moving On TV BitChute, at I can't remember the MeWe one because they wouldn't let me change it for 6 weeks. So I think it's Moving On TV Hope. Periscope at Moving On TV, YouTube Moving On TV Community, and I'm going to get rid of the community because there used to be a TV program called Moving On TV, but it's going to be Moving On TV without the community, and then it will be consistent. It would be my suggestion use this on your website, social media, Patreon, any other place where you want to advertise. It's suitable as a business copy, which is what you'd send out to funders and sponsors. It's clear, concise, and won't scare away your potential audience. Isn't that beautiful? And this is coming from someone called Autumn. They're staying anonymous and incognito, but they're offering me support. And I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to make a new promo, a new mission statement with my red hair. Isn't that lovely? Look, my bob. I'm going to keep you guessing if this is me or a wig. If this is my hair or a wig, I'm going to keep you guessing. Well, even if you're not going to know because I could still wear a wig on top. You won't know if I don't tell you. Anyway, I like it. I like it. It's really easy as well. And do the ecstatic dancing with this thing, you know. This thing, this bit, I love it. And it's cool, you know, because I get too hot sometimes with the very long hair. Right, and red has always been my color, except anyway, too much about me. We're talking about life coaching, guys. We're talking about life coaching. So I've got an interview and another potential interview. Focus and tenacity, right? So the focus is to build Moving On TV, to grow it into what that mission statement is. And I'm going to put that out. I'm going to read it and do a promo. Won't take me long to do that. In the meantime, I'm going to keep you tuned in to what we did last week. So enjoy.
Office show. Okay. And I got one from Luke, which you have been watching. That's 2. And I cheated. I did one from Baba Bertha. Because the minute I did one from Baba Bertha, my confidence went up. And I knew I had got a new testimonial. So I felt really good at it. Do you see how this works? You see how this works? So I got a new testimonial from Baba Bertha to talk about moving on TV. And then I thought, I contacted Vlad and I asked him to do one, but he was working. So I thought, well, I'll go on to Loving Light, Loving People, and I will cut that bit where he gives me a testimonial. And then Luke sent me one today, and I'm expecting one more from Cara, and I've got one from Paul McDonald. So that will be 5 testimonials that I got this week for Moving on TV from nothing. Okay, so that's pretty good. That is pretty good. 5 testimonials I had was one, which was the one from Paul McDonald. That was it. And I got another 4 just like that. People gave me testimonials, and others are getting going on them. Okay, so that's what I wanted to explain to you. Why did I achieve that goal? Okay, because it was easy. Think about it. If I wanted to get a testimonial to give something to work with, I knew I could do a testimonial from Baba Bertha, from Piaf and Hannah May Bindler, and Maria Callas for fun. Yeah, I could just do that for fun and get all these testimonials done. Right? So I knew that was going to be easy for me to achieve that goal. Now, I went on Star Now, and I don't know if the advert went on, but I did put it on. I'll have to check. And that advert was to find another actress, some performers, for the Zoom for encounters, and that was my other goal. And I did it. So I did what I could do. You know, it's a bit like I did it my way. I did my best, and then I handed it over. But I said I was going to do it. I made my list, and I did all of them more or less, except when I wasn't well enough, I couldn't do Who Am I? I couldn't do the demo of Who Am I? First of all, because Audacity, I couldn't download it for some reason, and then I was sick. I wasn't well. So that's pretty good. So when hopefully Cara's going to come on at 9 and check how she did, well, she was going to have some fun. And we did the ecstatic dancing, and that was her fun. But I want to see what other fun she had this week. How did she get on with Thursday? Did Tyra go back to school? And was Cara able to do anything? I'm going to check the Star now and see what happened with that advert. Let's follow up on the Star Now advert. This is sticking pretty badly at the moment. I don't know why Star Now is sticking very badly, but I can't seem to bring up. Let's try and get the site on Star Now, and then we can check. God, we'll move. Probably because it's got 20,000 messages on it. Right, inbox. Someone called Kyle likes my photograph. One of my photographs.
Okay, so let's follow on from that, from the Star Now. The Star Now didn't budge. They wouldn't budge, and they wouldn't help me. And so I thought of another angle. Vlad is going to contact them and see whether they will listen to him, give me a testimonial, and tell them how much I help him and how much I've helped him. So hopefully that might help. If not, and I put something on Mandy, and I've got one more performer, Michelle, who's interested. And of course, Emmanuel's Church. As you saw, they released, and it could be that the whole cast of encounters is just falling at my feet. Well, definitely the audience, and that's just by making, just by pure things, connecting to those slow. Why does it? Maybe I'll try. I don't know the internet at the moment. Okay, so now, all right, I've got a home. I need a home. I need a home. I need a home. All right, a massive topic. I need a home. Again, I did the small I. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's not like I don't know how to spell. I do. It's just need, because it's so slow, this thing. Right. I need a home. Okay, and I put this at the beginning. A massive goal now, right? I need a home. A home. Okay, so this is my topic. A nice, safe home. With a caring, for God's sake, this spelling. With a caring landlord. Oh, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. See? With a caring landlord. Caring landlord. Have a deposit. I can give a deposit for a few months. That's it. But I don't have no income. No yearly income. And I have 2 cats. These in the UK is what I've got to face. The reality. I cannot stay here for much longer. God, everything. Cara, coming on. Love. Please do. So sweet. You're so sweet. A sweetheart. Wow. Sweet. She's offered to give me another door, myself a proper chair to sit on for my back, because I'm a cushion behind me at the moment to give me some support. because I am suffering so much with my trapezius at the moment. Okay, I will to give a donation. So beautiful, and I really, because she's a single mom. But it's nice that someone cares enough to give me some money for all the work I'm doing, right? So I'll let her. Yes, if you could, that would be so cool. Thank you. Right. Okay, so this is what I need. This is my topic. A safe home with a caring landlord. I have a deposit for a few months, no income, but I have 2 cats as well. I come with me and the cats are a package, all right? Now, okay, let's have a look at this. Let's break this down now to the Tigro model. This is a huge goal because let's face it, how in the world, in the UK, am I going to find somewhere to live on my own with the cats, because I don't want to live with anybody else. I want my space, okay? I'm not going from the fire into the frying pan. I would like my space, but I would like to be around people that care about me as well, so that I'm not where I am here. Okay, so if that means me going to St. Ives in Cambridgeshire, then that's where I'm moving. If that means that I'm moving towards Janie in Birmingham, then that's where I'm moving. I'm asking the universe to provide me with a home, because there's absolutely no reason for me to be stuck in Buckinghamshire, in Feckenhamshire, as Baba Bertha says, anymore, without any friends, without any relations, without any love at all. Okay, there is no point me being stuck here anymore. When I can be with friends, when I can be near friends, when I can be near my tribe, where I can have fun, where I can be happy. However, so the eviction is getting closer and closer, and I am not going to give them the satisfaction of evicting me. So how am I going to do this? The Tigro, the big topic is a home, and I know exactly what I want. I do not want to live with anyone else. So 1 bedroom for me and the cats, 1 bedroom, small bedroom flat or house, ideally with a little garden, quiet, somewhere I can put the car and I can set up moving on TV, and everything's online anyway. Everything's online anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Everything's online. Now, Vlad, okay, so that's my topic. That's my topic. This is the topic. A nice safe home with a caring landlord, deposit for, I have a deposit, right, that's my reality. Let's look at the goal for tonight. What is the goal, Lauren? The goal is to explore my reality and what I have to offer a landlord, rather than what I don't have. Okay, what I have got rather than what I don't have, or I want to explore. Okay, so my goal is to explore this home. What do I want? What would I like? Okay, so I would like a home, a house, or a flat near friends like Angie in St. Ives, or Janie in Birmingham, because there's a lot of awake people in Birmingham, or Sharon and Natasha in Gloucester. I don't know how to spell Gloucester. Or Vlad and Emmanuel in Stansted. I think they live around Stansted area. Okay, this is what I want to, this is what I'd like. I'd like a home, a house or a flat near friends like Angie in St. Ives, or Jane in Birmingham, or Sharon and Natasha in Gloucester, or Vlad and Emmanuel in Stansted. These are the people that love me. These are the people that are supporting me, as well as Martin. He's supporting me he's living with his parents now, but it's not going to work. I need to be with other people. I cannot rely on one person to be my friend. I have to have more people in my life to meditate with, to watch Charlie with, to have fun with, to run moving on TV with. These are my options, okay? Now, so my goal is to explore. I'm going to explore now. I'm exploring my topic, okay? So I'm exploring. So I would like a place that's quiet, safe, green, and not too expensive. Now, if I go towards Vlad and Emmanuel, I will get a room, one room, that's it, to live in, and with other people. And what if these people are not like me? What if they are, you know what I mean? Bah, I can't go there. I know Vlad and Emmanuel are not. But what about the other people I'm living with? What if they're smokers? I mean, come on, I cannot go back to that again, to sharing with other people that I don't know. It's just not going to work for me. I'm being totally honest. That is how I feel. It'll depress me. I can't do it. I need to be in a safe place, just me and the cats, the same as we are here, right? I'm not prepared to go towards the councils and the governments. You are kidding me. I'm not going near that. I don't want anything to do with it the way the world is at the moment. And I'd rather not be in this area anymore, because I have no friends here and I have no love here. And as I say, apart from Martin, who comes here on and off, I have no one, okay? And it's too expensive to rent. But I'm saying to Spirit, if you find me a nice little place for me and the cats, but there's got to be people that I can talk to. There's got to be people I can interact with. And apart from Martin, and I cannot rely on just that one person who is now living with his parents, and we're not officially married anymore. We are officially married because we're not divorced, but we're not married anymore. We're not living together. And I want to be strong on my own now. I want to find my strength. And he's happy taking care of his mom and dad. So this is to show you the topic, and we will look at this next week. How far have I got? What can I do? I'm really, really nervous about this. It's 28 years since I lived on my own. I've been living on my own now 6 months, more than 6 months, me and the cats. But it's a long time since I've been away from, this area. And I can feel the fear. The fear is building up, but it could just be temporary, because as soon as we get Nasara and Jasara, I can move back here if I want. But why would I want to move back here when nobody gives a shit about me, quite honestly, in this area? No one. I have no one. So, do you know what I did last week, guys? I went around the neighborhood and I knocked on doors and I tried to find someone who cared, or someone who would talk to me at least. And they left me out in the rain. And I got more and more depressed. And that's why I got in my car and I drove down to wherever I drove down to. Oh, I forgot. Another option is Southampton, because that's where someone else lives, near Southampton. So these are my options at the moment. And if I was being coached now, I would tell you that I'm shit scared. I am. I'm scared. I don't want to move. I want to get out of this village. And I don't like this house. But I don't really want to take on a move in the middle of the madness that's going on out there. But Spirit wants me out of this house. And it's clear as anything now, because the documents are coming forward. Spirit wants me to take a leap of faith on my own with the cats. So what are my options? Right. Caravan. Mobile home. small, I don't know. You know, it's something I'm looking at a caravan. Now, if you look at a caravan with two cats, not a good idea. As soon as you open the door, that'll be it. They'll be gone. So I can't do that while they're around. A mobile home may be an option. However, it's got to be quiet. I do not want to take on the sheep. I don't want anything to do with them and their consciousness. And it's looking like until June, we're going to be living like this. And it may get worse. So I need to know that I am free with my tribe. So I cannot live in a mobile. How can I live in a mobile home? Where will I get the money to rent a mobile home or to buy a mobile home? You see, I've got to think about, what am I going to do? Okay, what am I going to do? And this is difficult for me, all right? This is my topic. And I'm scared. I'm scared. Right? Because I don't really know what to do. Now, until this is over, as I say, in June, things are likely to get worse. I mean, in an ideal world, I'm on my own with, I haven't got anyone. I'd go into a council place, wouldn't I? But not the way things are at the moment. I'm not going near it. I can't. It's not fair to put someone like me, who does all this work, into an atmosphere that is dangerous for me. And it's not going to happen. I'm protecting myself. Right? At least here, it's private. No one can come in. No one can force me to do anything. I don't have to go. I don't have to be around those idiots that live around here. Let them live the way they want. People without heart and without brains, because that's it. And like I say, I'm amazed at how cold the whole of this county is, how unloving and uncaring this county is, considering I thought there was light workers and a tribe in this area. No. And so I want out of here, ideally. So I'm not going to stay in this house on my own for much longer. And as I say, the universe is kicking me out anyway, right? So I'm going around and round in circles. Now, if I was coaching me, what would I do? Okay, Lauren, you need a goal. You need to set a goal for the session. You need something that you can achieve by the end of the session. This is as if someone was coaching me. My topic is I have to find a home for me and the cats, right? So what goal can I set for the session? What can I set for the session? Because I have to find somewhere. And I don't have that long. So it sounds awful, but I want to get out of here. As soon as I find somewhere, I'm out of here. So what can be my topic? What can be my goal? Now, if I was coaching someone like me, this is how I would do it. So say Lauren is coaching Lauren, right? What would I do? Okay, take a deep breath. What is the most important thing to me? What are the most important factors here? This is how I'd coach me. The most important factors, all right? What are the most important factors here? What do you really want, Lauren? Right? I want company, friends, love, connection, companion, fun. That's what I want. I want to live near people like that. Okay, that love me, that care about me, because they're on the phone to me, as they are always on the phone, and we've bonded. Okay, that's the most important thing to me, to be near my tribe now. Company, friends, love, connection, companionship, fun, to live near people like that care about me, as they're always on the phone. We've bonded. And of course, they are on the same vibration. Same vibration as me. So we watch the same programs, we meditate, we hug, we never wear masks, yada yada, on the same vibration as me, more or less. I never wear one. It's interesting because Savat said today she'll never wear one. I never want, ever, ever, ever. Right? Never. It just won't happen. On the same vibration to me. Okay? And those are the people that I mentioned here. Angie in St. Ives, Janie in Birmingham, Sharon in Gloucester, Vlad and Manuel, and of course Pam. Pam, who's going through too much at the moment. But she might be moving, so I can't really count on that. Southampton. Right? Pam and Southampton. Those are the people that save my life on a daily basis, more or less, that we bond, we love each other, we're starseeds, we connect, we're on the same vibration. There's quite a few of them, and they're in different areas. Now, that's more important to me than anything. Now, I've had enough of the loneliness. I've had enough. Okay, I've had enough of the loneliness. So I want my own life. I want to be on my own. I want to detach with love from my marriage and Martin, so we can go our own ways now and become strong on our own. And that means finding a place where there's friends and the tribe. And there's a lot of people that care about me, but they all live too far. And I am fed up living. Okay, so this is exploring. This is what the coach would be doing with me, right? Okay, Lauren, thank you. So that's your priority? Yes, that's my priority. That's my goal. To be around friends, love, companionship, fun, people that care about me, meditating with them, watching Charlie with them, going into each other's houses, living about maybe 20 minutes, 10 minutes away from each other. I don't know. What other things do I want? Nature. I want nature and quiet and heating, obviously. Wi-Fi and love for my cats. I want them to love my cats and someone to accept us for a small deposit, or for a deposit, because that's all we can do, us with a deposit. At the moment, that's all I can do. I get universal credit, so I can afford the rent. Pay something. Okay, this is my reality we're looking at now. So the goal is to explore the reality. I want to be around nature, quiet, heating, Wi-Fi, love for my cats, someone to accept us with a deposit at the moment. That's all I can do. As I get universal credit, I can afford to pay something for the rent. Okay? This is my reality. Okay? Now, is there such a thing as a landlord who will accept someone without a job? The coach would say, what do you think, Lauren? If I had a home now, I would give it to that person. I wouldn't evict them, but that's me. What else is a priority to me? A priority to me is to not get hurt anymore, i.e. to be safe. This is my freedom. It's like that should come number one, actually. Safe, my freedom, my choices to do whatever I want with my body and not accept any dictatorship. Well, I shouldn't put that because I might get cut off. Anything that doesn't resonate with me all my life. This is another priority. So respect for me. Respect for me. And I want to live alone with the cats. Because I'm not easy to live with. Now, I want to live alone with the cats because I know myself. And I need space to do my work, as you can see, and to sing at 4 a.m. in the morning if I feel like it. Right? So this again is my reality. To not get hurt again, to be safe, freedom, my choices to do whatever I want with my body, not accept anything that doesn't resonate with me all my life. Respect for me. I want to live alone with the cats because I know myself and I need space and I need to be able to sing at 4 a.m. in the morning if I want to. So I can't live with anyone really, can I? And I don't want to. For the last 27 years, I've lived with one man. And I can't just go and live with strangers. All right? So this is exploring, and it's bringing up a lot of fear, sadness, panic. All sorts of emotions are coming up. Now, if this was a spiritual coach, which I would choose, I'd say, okay, how do you feel, Lauren? How do you feel? I feel very, very sad. I feel sad. I feel scared because I don't know if this place exists, a bit like somewhere over the rainbow. Am I going to be able to find anywhere to live? Of course, the cats are my priority. I did put that. My cats. No one's taking away my cats. Don't forget that one. People have said that. They can say it. I'll die first. So the love for my cats is someone to accept us with deposit. Because you can't take people's pets away from them. You can't. It's cruel. And I will not let that happen. So even if people say that to me, the conversation just goes cold. Anyway, coming back to being a life coach. If you're a life coach, you're not going to go down this route. You're going to keep positive, right? Okay. Right. So what are your options, Lauren? Shall we have a look at the Tigro? So we've looked at the goal, which is exploring. We've looked at the reality that I have enough to pay a deposit and I have universal credit to pay the rent. I don't have a job. I don't have £30,000 coming in. I have 2 cats and that's it. Those are my options and I will not go anywhere that impedes my freedom of choice or hurts me in any way or the cats in any way. And I want to be around people that I care about, that care about me, that have got a community. I mean, people are meeting up with their families and their communities, and I have no one. No one. No one. The only person who comes to visit is Martin. And I won't be that far away, so he can always come and visit anyway. But I need to grow on my own now to find me. And let's face it, we're not living in a world where you can just take up and move. Let's face it. But I have been, the choice has been taken away from me. I am being told to move. Yeah. So because I don't like it here, I hate it. I hate this environment. I hate this neighborhood. I hate this county now, and I want out of it. Because I don't have one person that even calls me from around here now. Never mind coming to visit. No one, not one. not one person. So what is wrong with all of you? But never mind, that's not the coaching. The coaching is to keep me focused on what am I going to do and how am I going to move forward. So the goal, the goal is to explore, right? This is an impossible situation at the moment. There is no thing as impossible, but it is, because we're living in madness, in a pandemic, where everything is upside down, inside out, and topsy-turvy. It's not the way the world used to be, where I would just move into a council home, a nice council home, like the one I had, which got cancelled. The minute they found out that me and Martin weren't together anymore, that was the end of it. And I was grateful, because I wasn't going to put myself in a situation where it was dangerous. And I believe that would have been dangerous for me to be in an atmosphere like that, run by government, obviously. So the coach would bring me back now and say, okay, let's have a look at this. So you're full of fear, Lauren. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? What can we explore this fear? Right. Well, the fear is I won't find anywhere. The fear is also the unknown. Where am I going? What if it's worse? This is the mind, etc., etc. This is all the mind, and then if the coach knows anything about Byron Katie, she'll say, is it true that you won't find anywhere? Is it true of that things will be worse? And I'll say, well, I don't know. It's all uncertain. Everything is uncertain at the moment. I don't have a clue. Actually, there is one person in this area that is nice to me, and that's Nina Earl, who does my tuning, and she lives in Maidenhead. But she's the only one. She's the only person that is my reality, that bothers with me, that cares that I'm alive at the moment. The only one in this area, and she is too busy and worky, but at least she stays in touch and she offers me support. Right? No one else. So I'm finished with this area when it comes to spirituality. There's none. So where was I? Okay, so the fear is I won't find anywhere. I'm scared of the uncertainty. Okay, well, my fears, uncertainty, the unknown, worse happening. I don't trust. I don't have any trust in it being okay anymore. I can feel it. I'm scared of the uncertainty, the unknown, the worst happening. I have no trust that it's going to be okay. I've just broken up a 26-year-old marriage. And I needed time to get used to that. I didn't need an eviction on top of that. But that's the way the world is. It's cruel. And landlords are greedy. And they want what they want. And even though I'm not going to be kicked out tomorrow, it's coming. The papers are coming to the house. They're disrupting my life. It's upsetting me, and I don't want to live like this anymore. But the mind just has a field day with this. And honestly, I think it's too much to deal with. So the coach would say, okay, I can understand that, Lauren. You're dealing with too much at the moment, okay? Do you think you need counseling about this? And I say, yes, I do. I think I need counseling. Yes. All right. So here we go. An option, counseling. So if anyone counseling, on the bartering or donation, thank you. Yes, I need counseling. Coaching moves you forward, guys. But the situation that I'm in here, which is a very precarious situation, an eviction in the middle of a pandemic, is cruel, inhumane, and I need counseling. So if anyone can offer me some to help, because I may not be able to use coaching in this situation because I'm scared to even think about it. I'm talking about this now and I feel unhappy, I feel upset, I feel scared. All my emotions are coming up, and that is not coaching. That's counseling. This is trauma. All my life I've been thrown around like nothing. Except while I was married, I had someone who kept a roof over my head. And now I'm going in alone with my cats. And I'm really, really scared. All right? So, I think that's enough today to explain to you when you get a situation that you may not be able to use life coaching with yet. I need counseling. And the other day I rang the Samaritans because I couldn't deal with it anymore and I couldn't deal with the loneliness, so I got out. And the minute I got out, I had a wonderful time. That one night away in the Holiday Inn and seeing Pam and having some time with her, calming her, hugging her. I could have done without this. But from the discussion I had today with Martin, it's imminent and it's getting here. He wants it, that guy, Mark, whatever his name is, wants his house back. It's not enough one house, he needs another one apparently. If I was the landlord, I'd give me a house. There's no way I would do that to another human in the middle of this madness. But it makes me feel very alone, very unsupported, very unloved, and I need counseling. So that's the end of that. I'm not going to use that as a coaching thing because I've come to the conclusion myself that I need counseling, not coaching, because I can't move on. How can I move on when I'm breaking up a marriage and being evicted? These are, when you're losing a marriage of 27 years nearly, it's like death. And to move as well is like death. And how do you do it? Other people have got much bigger issues than me, though. I know. But to me, this has rattled my cage, and it's bringing up a lot of my childhood and what happened to me as a child. The big move from Ireland to Israel is bringing up all the grief that I don't have any family and I don't have anyone in this area to hold my hand through this or hug me or come for a cup of tea. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And for that, I need counseling because I'm going to get angry when I think about the people that live in this county. I'm not talking about the sheep. I'm talking about those that are awake and have lost their hearts. Because if they had a heart, there's no way I'd be continuously living like this and going through all of this on my own now as well. So I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to look at something that I do want to look at achieving this week. All right. Okay. Find a counselor. Okay. So my goal has changed now. I'm going to find a counselor. Now I've got someone, but she'll only do FaceTime. Oh, well, whatever. I'll have to do FaceTime. What choices do I got? Find a counselor. My goal has changed now. Right. But it's got to be on donations. I can't pay anymore. It's got to be donations. So if anyone's got a heart and they fancy giving me some counseling on donations or trying to help me, if there's anyone out there that fancies coming over here for a cup of coffee or a hug to help me get through this, then if you're watching and you live near here, then I'd be very grateful. My heart is open and I will never deny you that. And also the ecstatic dancing is going on at 11. If you want to come here and dance, the door and my heart is open. And we will be doing a lot of relaxation and chakra work because I feel I need it. And you probably do. So, okay. A counselor. I've got to find a counselor this week. Not a coach. Counselor. Because that's going to be my goal. And when I come back next week, I'll tell you, did I do that? I am facing this now. I'm not in the now. I'm in the move. And how can I be in the now when I've got to move? I've got to move. Yes, I don't have to move tonight, but I do have to make plans to get out of here and to find somewhere. Right? And I don't wish that on anyone in this pandemic. I don't wish an eviction and move on anyone. So counseling, I've got to find a counselor. All right, so I'll let you know next week if I found a counselor, and if I had I'm going to have try to get a session to deal with this. I went online and they wanted something like 35 quid. I can't do that. I can't. So I need a session to help me deal with this. Right? That's it. And if you give me thumbs down, then you're heartless bastards. And I wish this karma on you. Right. So that's my goal. I'm going to find a counselor. Another goal I'm going to set for this week is one more patron, as they're coming in like one a week. And that was unexpected, so I'm very grateful. One more patron. Okay, another goal I've got is to make a new mission statement. Another mission statement with the info that Autumn has created, which is beautiful. Autumn, this person that is helping me, created. Right, what else do I want to do? I want to talk to some friends about possibilities if they could try to find me somewhere to live. I still want to do that, to talk to some of my starseed friends. If possible, I want them, I've asked them to put a notice in a shop window. Notice in a shop window to advertise that I am looking for somewhere. Okay, the other goal I want to do is Mandy, and to find another actress for encounters. I'm going to do a harmony group this week. I don't know how they do that on Zoom, but I need to find out. And to meet some singers on Meetup. Okay, so these are my goals for the week. What else? But so I'm going to put this in my phone. No, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write down my goals, and then we'll look at them next week and see how far I got. Right? Okay. My first goal is I've got to find a counselor to discuss the move. Like I say, it's a huge thing for me. After 27 years being settled in a marriage and knowing where I am, a counselor, right, for a move. I need counseling. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I'm going to discuss getting a notice up in a shop window from my friends. Actually, I might also do that around here. I put a notice in the shop window saying I'm looking for where we go when we go, friends, because I've got no one. Notice in shop window for accommodation for me and the cats because I have to move. So a loving landlord, one of us, eh? So I'm going to put a notice in the shop window as well locally, just in case, because I'm asking Spirit where I'm meant to be. At the moment, it doesn't look like I'm meant to be in this area. Or if I am and experience loneliness, well, God knows I'm experiencing it. And it's taking me back and I'm doing the work I have to do. Right, what else did I say I want to do? Oh, a mission statement on my website. Autumn, what Autumn told me to do. All right, what else do I need to do? Mandy, another actress, and the last one was the Harmony group on Monday. Another patron and another testimonial. Right, there you go. Those are my goals. Those are my actions. All right, get a counselor. When, Lauren? Well, I suppose everything will be done by Saturday. Everything always happens, and that's what I put. By Saturday, I will have found a counselor. I'll hopefully have a session. This is what you can do: is follow me. This is how you achieve your goals. Discuss getting a message from my friends, a card in a shop or something, that I'm looking for somewhere to live. And the same around here if I have to. A mission statement on my website about what moving on TV is, and also a new video I'll make. And of course, I'm going to do all the zodiac signs. I'm nearly there on my new tarot channel, all the zodiac signs, and then I'm going to move on to doing something else, messages, channeling on there. So I've got to make up messages and put them in a box. These will all be done by next Saturday. There's no reason on a scale of 1 to 10. They have to be done by Saturday. I'm going to love you and leave you. Please join me on the ecstatic dance. It's already 9:45. I can't believe it. I've got to get it ready. We're going to be working on the chakras. I love you. And I'm going to end the stream now. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Welcome to life coaching. Now, in the last couple of weeks, we've been doing life coaching. We've done a lot of theory. We've spoken about the Tigro model and the different ways of using it in order to achieve our goals. We've spoken about who can have life coaching and who it's advisable not to have life coaching. And we've spoken about the Kaizen method, which is a wonderful way of setting tiny, tiny goals and eventually achieving your dream. So today we get to see a practical session. You get to see how life coaching works. So I've got Helen here who's building a business and has got a passion, and her passion is to create a holistic kind of center where children can have everything, where they can have music, they can have healthy environment, they can have healthy food, nutrition, everything. So everything is all focused in one center. So we looked at that last week. That is the passion, the big dream. And then we looked at bite-sized goals of how to actually help Helen create the center. Now, remember, we talked about intuitive coaching as well as the Tigro model. So I thought with Helen, it was a combination of things, using intuition and also keeping the goals very, very realistic and very, very Kaizen in order to get the commitment and to build it up, because it is such a massive dream. So how did you get on this week, Helen?
Well, I did a couple of the things because we talked about last time doing visualizations of the actual dream, passion, and I had set myself a goal of doing some research, and I'd managed to do, I would say, probably about I've managed to do probably about half an hour of research, not as much as I said I would do, but I definitely started.
Great.
And I've thought a lot about the previous research I've done in the past this week, so it's been on the mind.
Fantastic. Do you want to remind us what your actual actions were for the week?
So my actions were to do research
Mm-hmm.
on my passions, which are sustainable communities and centres that are around the world, and probably more specifically in Europe, and centres which are working with nutrition, children, yoga, maybe art therapy and music, and basically research them.
And the second was to
visualise the
So
actual
you've
place.
done your actions for the week. Okay, so we've got half an hour session now, and everything we do is to move you closer to your goal. So I don't know if you remember last time, we looked at different options of different things that you could do in order to help you. So how would you like to use the next 30 minutes? Because I also asked you on a scale of 1 to 10, how passionate or how close were you going to be able to do this? And you said an 8.
Yes.
Remember? So how is it growing? Is it becoming closer to a 10 now?
I think it is. I think it is actually, because I've seen maybe a few more potential ways in which I can start to volunteer at the centres, and maybe in that way, maybe it isn't a centre that I will own immediately, but I will start slowly by working
Wonderful.
in the centre.
So you feel already, just from one life coaching, your intake session, you're already closer to achieving that dream, which is amazing. To say we've only done one session to keep you a little bit focused on visualizing, because that was very good for you, and on actually creating that action of doing a bit of research. Okay, so we've got 30 minutes for this session. What would you like to do today in order to get you closer? Even closer.
I think I'd probably like to look at the side of the actual logistics of how it would fit into my life, the volunteering and the sort of places in the world that maybe I've found, how that would fit into my life as it currently stands.
Okay.
Financially and time-wise, like, I guess some sort of time frame
Okay, so in order to make this happen for you in half an
Mm.
hour, in order to come out with a set of actions that are going to lead you towards this, can you put that into a sentence to make it focused?
I would like, yeah, I would like to have some sort of schedule for the next year, year and a half.
Okay, we'll put that down. So you'd like to have a schedule. You see, by creating this focused goal, it's a lot easier for us to set actions that are realistic in order to actually achieve whatever this is, and then eventually getting to achieve our dream. So once we've achieved each action, we're moving on, and before you know it, you've got your passion, which for Helen is to create this center or this holistic place. Okay, so do you want to read that out to us?
I would like to have a schedule for the next year and a half for volunteering and working in different centres.
Okay, so again, I'm going to keep you focused. You've got 30 minutes, and obviously I'm not putting pressure on you here, but it's nice to be able to create something from this. So what can we do to help you create something even more realistic so that by next week you're closer to doing this? How are you going to do this in half an hour?
I would say it would be good to just write down the list of the countries, list of potential time frames that I could do, and potential ways financially volunteering.
Okay, so shall we make a list then of what you just said? So you want to make a list of countries.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
A list of different time frames that I could spend in them.
Okay. This is for the year?
Yeah.
Okay, and what else?
So perhaps different ways in which I can either work or volunteer. So whether it's part volunteer, part work, or totally volunteering.
Okay, do you want to write that down?
Volunteering.
Okay.
Or working.
And this is going to help you create a schedule for a year. Okay. So what can you do then? What can you do this week that is realistic and is going to help you get closer to achieving this?
So I suppose looking at the areas, the countries that we've just talked about, and seeing which countries exactly, and how many different areas there are in each of the countries.
So do you want to choose that first one to work on this week rather than the 3?
No, I think I'd like to do all 3.
You'd like to work on all 3? Okay. So how are you going to do this? So would you like to have a look at the week? Because I think what worked really, really well for you last week is we drew a calendar and we looked at the week and we looked at the time that you have, and also because you were sitting on the train, you felt you had time to work and to do your...
I feel like I need to make a list of the countries, and then maybe for each country, maybe do it each day, country a day.
Okay, we'll draw a calendar then.
Yeah.
Because you see, Helen's very visual, and we feel that by drawing the calendar, she sees the week in front of her. This is a really, really good method. If you're visual, we have, as we talked about modalities, and we talked about some people are more visual, more auditory. If you see things, if you close your eyes and the first thing with you is you see rather than you hear things or feel things, then you're more visual. So drawing a calendar and dividing it up into the days, Helen is able to look at where the time is for her to actually do this action. So
So I've just written Monday to Sunday.
Okay.
I've got America, Australia, Europe, because I know those are the three primary
Right.
places that I've found.
Okay. So 3 different countries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll also write in Africa, India. So I suppose I'm more looking at continents.
Okay. So we're looking
then,
at continents at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then some specifically. I think that's probably the countries.
Okay. So do you think it's realistic for you to look at a different continent every from Monday to Friday?
Yeah.
How are you going to do
I
that?
might put South America in.
How are you going to look?
So it's going to be predominantly the internet, and it's going to be a case of seeing each country and the centres that are in each country.
Okay. So literally Googling.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many hours do you want to give to this? To each
I say
continent?
half an hour.
Half an hour for each continent?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's very realistic. You see, it's a realistic goal to be able to go on the internet. You see, we have to keep our goals very realistic and know that we can achieve them as much as possible. So Helen's going to take half an hour from Monday to Friday to look at the different continents and see where these centres are, so you can get a better idea. Excellent. Half an hour a day. Okay.
Yeah.
And what else would you like to be able to do?
So within that, I'm going to look at the options for volunteering and working, the options for the different time frames within those centres, look at obviously where they are, and the sense of how realistic it is to get experience in those places.
So you're going to do these 3 things at the same time?
Yeah.
You feel within half an hour?
Yes.
Do you feel that's enough time to do those 3 actions?
Well, it might be just a case of finding one centre, you know.
Okay.
It might not be more than one centre that I find.
So because you're very visual, I'd ask you to take out another piece of paper and to write on there, say Monday, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. And then underneath, write the different topics, the different ways you're going to approach this. So you've got country.
Yeah.
Then leave a bit of space.
Yeah.
Then different time frames. So again, I'm going to ask you, is half an hour enough for you to do some research around these? Or do you need more than half an hour?
Well, I think to start off with, it's a good start.
Okay, because you are going to, first of all, you've got to, just to be realistic, you're going to have to go onto the internet, you're going to have to find the place, and then you're going to have to find out what the different time frames are. Can you explain a bit more about the different time frames?
Yeah, sure. So whether I can do 1 week there, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
From what's on the internet at the moment?
From what's on the internet,
Okay, so you've got to get on the websites, and then you've got to find out whether they take volunteers.
Yeah.
So it's just a general idea, really, to get you closer.
Yeah.
So you do feel half an hour will be enough?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, and once you've done this, every day, Helen, Monday to Saturday, this will help you get closer to have a schedule for the next year and a half of volunteering and working in different countries.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so this will be your actions. Now, what about times? When are you going to do this? When will the half an hour be?
I suppose, let's see, generally it will be the evening.
Okay, so do you want to write that down?
Yeah.
So what time Monday evening?
I think, let's see.
Do you know what's happening with your Mondays?
Yeah, probably around 5. 5 would be good.
So you'll be home by 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so if you put the time in there.
Yeah.
So you're committing. So is that every day at 5 o'clock?
No, because I won't be home at 5 every day. So Tuesday will probably be 6.
Okay.
Wednesday could be 5. Thursday probably won't be evening. Probably have to be during the day on Thursday.
Okay.
I've got a very busy day, so
will you have enough time on Thursday?
might not have enough time on
Okay,
Thursday.
we'll maybe just put a question mark there.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're doing very well. You've got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
And Friday, it would have to be the afternoon. It would have to be something like 2
Okay.
p.m.
Okay.
One or two anyway.
And Saturday?
Can't do on Saturday.
Okay. Well, you did put half an hour
I
there.
did.
So that's fine. We'll just scrap it then because
Yeah.
you've got plenty to do. When you look at it now, you have got plenty to do.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to be using, because I know that Helen lives in a place where the internet is not always very strong.
Yes.
I'm again going to ask you the question because it's here for me to
Yeah.
help you. Are you sure that half an hour is going to be long enough by the time you get on the internet and everything?
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be
Yeah.
long enough to get
Because
you on
I
the
can
internet.
always use the internet my parents' house.
Okay.
So I could, drive over to them.
Okay. So how committed are you to doing the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday? Which is will be wonderful if you can do that.
Yeah, I'm committed.
You're totally able
Yeah,
to do that.
Totally, yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so that will be your main action.
Yeah.
And how about the visualization? Because it would be really good for you.
I
because
do that pretty much every day.
Right.
Naturally, as I'm just going about my everyday things. So I think, I think that'll be quite easy.
Because you're very visual.
Yeah.
The more you visualize, the more it's becoming real.
Yeah.
Is this working? Do you feel that your goal is getting closer
Totally,
now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because for me, I basically have difficulty in sitting down and working out the steps.
Yes.
So for somebody to sit down with me and actually talk to me about the steps, because I've been wanting to do this for ages, but I was like, oh, now I've kind of realised, I have to do that before I can get to the schedule, because I kept thinking, I want to do this schedule, it's really annoying, but there was like this kind of step, and I didn't quite know what was involved in the step.
Okay.
And now I've talked to you, it's like, oh, okay, I just need to sit down and decide which countries.
Okay.
And then when I've looked at the countries, it will make it a bit more clearer.
That's right. And then when it comes to the next session, we can look at how that went.
Yeah.
And then we can take it from there. And you'll be surprised sometimes because you're going to be doing your research and you're going to be finding out so much stuff when you're working on your dreams and your goals. Things might change. You might start out with this idea and you may suddenly think, oh, hang on a second, maybe I need to do it a bit like this, or you just don't know what's going to happen. That is the amazing thing about life coaching. The minute you start to get yourself to to be able to be coached, your mind starts to open up and you start thinking laterally, and people will start coming into your life and you'll be amazed. So much will start to happen.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. So is there anything else that I can help you with before we end the session?
No, I don't think so.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to doing these actions?
I'd say an 8.
An 8, okay, which is brilliant. We'll put that down.
Yeah.
And would you be able to email me once you've done them? Because that's also, I find, I have life coaching myself, and I'm very good once I say that, I want to commit to someone. And a life coach is someone you can commit to, someone who will inspire you. I know that Helen is going to achieve her goal. I know how passionate she is, and I know how suitable she is for this goal and this dream. And that's my job, is to keep her inspired, or to keep people inspired. And I have life coaching because without life coaches, I couldn't carry on doing what I'm doing with my work with Moving on TV and Moving on Theatre and staying inspired. And one of the things that really works for me is after the session, I email myself and I email my coach exactly what I'm going to do. I break it down and I say, this is what I'm going to do and this is what I commit to. But life happens, and again, if someone cannot do the actions, it's not the end of the world because they're already starting to think differently. But I would challenge them and say, okay, how can we help you here? How can we make it easier so that you can actually achieve it? So thank you very much, Helen.
No problem.
And I look forward to coaching lots of other people. Now you've seen how a practical session works. Please contact me at Laurene, Laurene, at movingontv.uk. Go on our website, which is www.movingontv.uk, and contact us. And if you want to come on and do live coaching here, that's fine. If you want to work with me, I work with Skype or by phone, and we can discuss how, you know, payments according to everyone. Everyone is different, so we have a scale of payments. Thank you very much. Goodbye.